glint in their eye and they said try it.
Fixed?
Fixed?
I'm seeing a fix. I'm
No
seeing
mono?
fix on both
Fixed?
sides.
This is why you guys are the best.
It says we're a bit quiet. Can we get turned up a bit?
I'm too quiet, he's not. Casting duo is blue for an amazing reason.
I don't even know how blue we are.
It's perfect. It's perfect, guys. Now we just need to fix the fact that we can't hear anything. Wow. We are really blue. Why are we so blue?
We're going to pool for our first map.
Oh, little map.
Oh, all right. Map ban, CC are going to ban Kiriko. Echo is the ban from T1.
Yeah, you keep doing the job.
Oh, sorry, mate.
I was it's like a normal stream. I might actually pull out my phone if I can. These DHL sponsorships in
Whoa!
Heard from the top man himself that the DHL, it's cargo.
Cargo.
Yep. All right. What do we see?
I still see the DHL.
Look, let's wait until we get a couple seconds in before we assure that we're happy. Otherwise, we mightn't see you for a few hours, okay? So, already we've got T1 on one of the most torturous compositions imaginable. We've got Jasmine over on the Ramatra. I'm going to go with the Lucio Moira not being a mainstay for T1. But Team CC,
Kiriko's banned, they might do it.
They've got BILIDENG in. He's the Zarya specialist. And unfortunately, T1, they've got a bit of a Zarya counter with the Ram to try and run that over.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons we might see a lot more Jasmine than we have done at any point for T1 historically because of that Ramatra. And you can see the sim kept by Zest, early TP out, full control of that high ground, and Team CC, they have to play slow through main. And Anna Wu Yang backline here feels a little bit controversial, very hard to get in. You can see Farway having to play very baity, but they know he's there, Max.
Oh, goes for the pop, but just can't get anything done. Immediate TP from Zest zones him out of the fight. T1, they're going to step onto the point now. They're going to get that early swing, probably a first cap off the back of a 2-0.
Oh, Proud. He's fallen down, and Kaneki's caught him on rotation. Player advantage for Team CC. They've lost the flip, but they're moving towards the point now. TP onto the high ground here, but CC, they can start forcing the objective. BILIDENG's going to walk forward now, has to be wary of that drop, has to keep hold of these bubbles for both of those here. Now the drop from Jasmine to contest. He comes through. They've given the flip, though. Disaster for T1.
Jasmine, he needed to touch sooner. It was a little bit sluggish on the point, and instead the flip goes through. Team CC, they get another pick onto Zest. Super Rich goes down to Jasmine, but still, T1, they've lost control. They might TP forward when Zest is back, but they have to wait for the respawn.
Barely a kill in this game so far, so just flip for flip. No ults to speak of yet. Scooter's taking a bit of heat. He's really in here as well. Scooter's in big trouble, and Kaneki will pick off another one. Farway, full pocket on everyone across the map here, and now they can turn their attention onto Jasmine. No ults just yet for T1 to turn this, so they're trying to TP out, back off at the choke. Zest will get himself out of there, and T1 will have to play retake again, but Nano available for Farway.
T1, they're going to want to push in here, get on top of somebody with Jasmine, try and run them down, but far away, he really does hold the ultimate tool to counter it out. A counter Nano can keep anybody alive. T1, they threaten one side, they TP to the point, and Proud immediately rips off Super Rich's head. There's a window down on the point. The Zarya has the Nano boost, one kill onto Vigilante, but BILIDENG will fall, and with a two-man lead now for T1, looks like the flip's going to go their way.
Disaster for it. What Team CC really want?
I pick.
Pineapple's killed too. Wait, it's not over yet. Pineapple's still at the high ground. Farway's there. He's boxed in. Pineapple will finally get shut down, but needs late trades, Max. It's going to make the retake so much easier for CC. Kaneki's there. He's hit the stick as well. They're clutching it out. Super Rich is back on the respawn. They're right back in for sleep on top. And T1 are making an absolute meal of this.
Absolutely criminal fumble there from T1. They hold all the cards, and then two late picks from Pineapple. A fadeaway pulse from Carnegie.
DPS.
And it just completely falls to bits. T1, they invested in that fight too. They threw down the window on the objective. This next fight is going to be brutal for Team CC though, because they do have to contend with the sim wall on the objective, the beat drop from Skewed, a high ground TP, side to side. They've caught out far away, so there's an early pick there. They're not pressuring the objective. They're going for early kills instead.
Overclock comes out from Pineapple now. Symbol available in 3% though, so Pineapple's got a lot of space now. Jasmine's isolated. They want to kill Jasmine. He's all alone out. Symbol Annihilation thrown in. Jasmine's still low. He needs more. He needs for B. He needs for Symbol. None of it's coming. T1 in big trouble. They're trying to force the point, but Vigilante's all out here. They've got the surround. Symbol on point. Overclock 2. Proud takes out Kaneki. They've given it. The Tidal Blast onto BILIDENG. He finds nothing. Proud has forced Farway back. BILIDENG still has the grab. Very chaotic situation, but T1 have the point. Skewed still with the beat for this grab though.
How is it possible for that flip to go through? Proud slides in, the grab, catches Zest. He cannot seem to TP out. The beat from Skewed is good, and there's 2 kills for T1. Team CC, once again, they had such a great situation, but T1 stealing the flip in the scrap there. Might have just lost Team CC the round.
Really messy, I think, decision-making in terms of how they wanted to use that Tidal Blast. Like, twice now they've used Nano, they've used Tidal Blast onto BILIDENG to play aggressively on point, and he's just died on both occasions. They've got no value out of that. Now he's going on to D.Va. We do nearly have a Nano available. A Nano D.Va here, Nat can chew through Vigilante, so a real opportunity for BILIDENG to carry once they get that Nano online, but far away. 10%, and they need to keep moving already. They've got a bit of high ground position, though, and T1 have backed off to the low ground, so a great opportunity coming up for BILIDENG.
Faraway stepping forward, the window pop coming through, TP to the side, for Faraway, it doesn't quite get the one shot. Vigilante is chasing for the kill, but Faraway, he will go down, and the Nano wasn't dropped. Team CC, this is rapidly turning into last fight. They're trying to kite their way out on the coast. They are going to get another swing at this one, but Super Rich, he's stuck inside. That's the Freya right now, Pineapple on the run, and still Team CC, they've all survived, but Xavier, I mean, it's really do or die now.
All coming up to this Nano turn from far away. He's coming back from spawn. BILIDENG is deep behind, though. He's half HP. BILIDENG's in big trouble. He's moved off the map. BILIDENG, no. Pineapple's traded Skewed. Wait, BILIDENG. He got the boosters off his back. He's got the Nano. BILIDENG can still do it. He's flying through. Eyes on the backline. Vigi is in big trouble. Lamp will go down. Missiles will finish him off. Now Proud is in bigger trouble too. All over him, but he can't finish the kill. BILIDENG is low, but they killed everyone on point. And Team CC, they're going to get this flip right back.
BILIDENG taking the passive as supposed to the Nano turn, but it doesn't make a difference. T1, they're scrambling for the tap. Skewed is dead again. Zest goes down, desperately trying to get the touch, and Team CC, one after another, they kill whoever steps to point, and my god, T1, what an absolute buckle from them. Skewed, I mean, it looked like he'd made the hero play, but instead he's just feeding out of his mind.
BILIDENG a little bit like us, blue and harmless.
It's a little bit of a change here. Jasmine, I mean, on the Zarya instead of the Ramatra to open things up, and Zest, no more Sim, over to the Venture, going to see if he can get some more one-shots on backliners. Team CC, they're just sticking to the same old though. Zest immediate engagement up onto the high ground, gets the bubble from Jasmine, forces a bit of positioning back from Pineapple, and now Faraway's under pressure.
Burrow underneath from Zest, going to boop him down from the high ground now. Expect to see a lot of Venture at this tournament from a huge variety of teams out here. I think it's going to be a key hero as we get into this World Cup sector. Turning back towards point, Zarya trade a point, but BILIDENG comes out on top. Such sound Zest immediately. Now player advantage, but they got the flip here in G1. So T1 can keep, they can stay in this fight for a little bit, but now BILIDENG high energy walking forward. Has he gone too far though? He's awfully low, far away with the full pocket. Keeps him alive, and now player advantage still for Team CC, and they will convert it onto Jasmine. There goes the flip the other way. Only 12% converted.
Oh, late trade onto Super Rich. This could be really, really good for T1 now, because Zest has survived. Skewed has gotten out as well. That's going to be a fast retake for T1, and Super Rich is just going to be missing in action at the beginning of that turn. So need to be very, very careful on this front for Team CC. If they play too far forward, they might just get caught out. T1, they're making the rotation right side, trying to go quick.
Going to have a window soon, looking for an opportunity to poke out with that one. Farway's going to have the Nano soon in response now. Coming through top left, Jasmine has no energy right now as they swing through. And there's Zarya on the high ground. Vigi's going to challenge that one himself, has that window ready to go as well. But Pineapple, he slid back in. Skewed is there, they force it back. Vigi's coming again, he wants more heat.
Oh, it's huge!
Out, so much damage, Pineapple gets free. And that's going to be Team CC taking that fight. Great play from Pineapple.
Unbelievable, such a power position for him up on the high ground behind. Vigilante, he turns to try and take down Pineapple, but it's all too late. Immediately drops in, gets the bubble, gets the bowler off, and that pull is absolutely enormous up top. You can see the coordination from T1 was excellent. They all crashed out onto the high ground to actually catch Pineapple out. But Team CC, they were one step ahead. The bowler gets the pull, the bubble comes out to keep Pineapple alive. It all just works for Team CC.
So we're going to the left-hand side now. Window available for T1 on this. Realise we really need to move by sub notification
that
as
thing
well.
Is absolutely enormous.
Look at this. It is not just because of those biceps. It's too big. Window out from Vigilante here, swinging onto point. Grab is available for BILIDENG, but now CC, they're trying to disengage. Grab comes out onto it. Lamp comes out to save Jasmine's life, saved him for a second. Still goes down, but the kills are falling everywhere else. Proud and Zest, their trades are good, and they will get that. And that is a huge swing for T1 to win CC's grab fight without using anything more than a window.
Yeah, I mean, Team CC, they get the kill in the grab, but nothing more. And now T1, they have a huge bank of ultimates for the next turn. BILIDENG has now made the move over to the Ramatra instead. He's supposed to be the carry superstar on the Zarya, on the D.Va, but now he's on more of a ground tank, trying to counter out Jasmine. Might be able to survive a grab turn if he's careful. Super Rich with a Tidal Blast can use that aggressively onto BILIDENG once again. But I think we saw that a few times on Village and didn't get a lot from it, Zab.
Retake coming through now. Tidal Blast available for Super Rich here to drop on. They're just trying to clear a little bit of space, but the harassment from all sides. Overclock now from Proud, and CC will back it into the corner, but far away. He's out there. Big damage onto Point as well, onto Pineapple. Should be an easy kill to hunt down in the end. There we go. Proud finishes it off, and it's a very efficient fight for T1.
Yeah, easy cleanup there for Proud. Drops the clock and just takes scalp after scalp. T1 now retake, still in control. Skewed with the beat, Jasmine with the grab. There's no easy answer here for Team CC. I mean, we've already had one magical moment from Pineapple, a massive bowler shot. We're going to need something similar in nature, because otherwise it's just going to be a bit too much with T1's ult state. Zest playing behind, being poked out a little bit by Pineapple, but still maintains the position, still applying that pressure. Pineapple's fully perked up, but here comes the shot from Proud, looking for the finisher. Pulse goes wide, doesn't connect, and that is going to be T1. They've used their first ult.
Yeah, Beat push now comes in from Skewed. They want to run over. They've got the grab as well if they need it. Super Rich is back
What
up.
are they pushing?
BILIDENG is out of full. Where are the kills in this beat? Who are they going for? They drop the grab now onto Pineapple. It's an expensive way to kill Pineapple, but even if they have.
BILIDENG's blasted.
For lab. Now's the blast coming. Zarya on the run. Not in time. Window there from Vigi as well.
Oh, the counter window.
The window's so good, but Vigi dies for it. It's not over yet. Kaneki's has no heals. Pulse bomb's good from Kaneki. That's
it's a
two for him now as
C9.
well, but they've C9 for Point. Kaneki had done it, but no one can touch.
Karniki, he gets every kill in the back line. 3 seconds to tap, far away. Super Rich both not able to get it. Karniki, obviously, he's in the back line, absolutely chopping them to pieces. Disaster there for Team CC, evening up the scoreline 1-1.
Zarya versus Zarya again. Venture the choice from Zest once more. And again, about Ana. But I think Sanctum here, this is the slowest, most open one. This is where the Ana and the Wuyang from Team CC, this is where I think their comp might be best.
Yeah, I mean, we really need Zest to carry here. He needs to find the timing onto an isolated backline. And you see he's actually flanked around, far away, pushed into spawn. BILIDENG being chased at the same time. And far away, there's just nowhere left to run. You can't get back into spawn here. 10 HP on Zest. Far away did very nearly win that duel. Team CC, they flipped over to the objective, though, and they are going to get the cap off this. So if they can just survive, whether perhaps a certain storm could be a chance for them to get over the line here.
Well, he's walked into the backline here, BILIDENG. He's going to jump back towards main, but now he's got this high ground position. They've lost Proud here. He's surrounded, though, and they're getting picked off. Super Rich obviously by himself there. BILIDENG does find a trade.
Trade onto my fantasy player, no less.
Well, better than having Viper still, I reckon.
I mean, you know, Skewed's probably not gone negative this map, but I'm not going to say that I'm happy with his performance thus far. Anyhow, T1 back in control, and this is where Team CC really might find themselves beginning to struggle. When you retake on these double flex comps, it's hard to establish the angles on the side. The Lucio comp can really crash out onto you. You can see Zest is holding the side on Venture. Mega health pack in complete control. He burrows forward. He's looking for Super Rich. He's looking to apply that pressure. He unburrows, and it might be a bit of a fumble here for him as he's, you know, come out of the ground, got nothing for it, and no kills, but still Team CC, they survive. Have they established angles on the side?
They got a little bit more space now. They're starting to point force as well, but Tracer's obviously going to be slightly better than the Venture in those situations, but there's a big old battle at the choke. Vigi has the window if Jasmine needs it, but these grabs are getting close. BILIDENG has to disengage. He's going to get nanoed out as well.
Going on for it.
For more. Trying to go through the window, can't go through. Lots of damage onto Jasmine. He's awfully low. The grab is available for Jasmine.
Can't finish the
good
kill.
for Vigi. Grab comes out onto BILIDENG now as well. He's not going to counter grab. They just lose the fight. Really well managed from Vigi. Used that lamp at the perfect timing. Got the maximum amount of stall out of all of those cooldowns, and T1 are able to hold.
Yeah, it's a tale as old as time, really. Team CC investor support ultimate onto BILIDENG, and he lets us all down. Now T1, a bit dry on ultimates for the moment, but if they can hold on for just a little while longer, they will have the defensive capacity to hold on here. Play for a long sightline so Proud can take some scalps on the long shooting gallery, or play close and allow Zest to try and chop up the backline with a tectonic shock. You can see right now, though, Vigi just playing that same old platform, and Team CC, they're trying to establish the side. Super Rich trying to work his way through. The grab is huge around the corner, but they just need to kite it out. This could be the flip, though.
Yeah, good flip here off the back of that grab here. Beat was used as well. They push it
in
to
spawn.
They've got 2 kills in spawn, so T1 now going to take that 2-player advantage back to point. Huge one for them here. Team CC have to play for a late recontest, really. Stall it out. Pineapple in a spot of bother here. They're trying to play all the angles. Pineapple's hiding.
He's missed the E.
Vigi, though. The E doesn't find anything. Defensive bubble to make sure no one trades. Pineapple might get out of this, though.
Super Rich?
Untitled Chapter was that. Disaster.
Oh, no. That was a 2v5. Already Pineapple's out. And then Kaneki threw a pulse bomb in there as well. Team CC, they had ultimates for a retake. Now they do not. They need nothing short of a miracle here. Zesty's gone incredibly deep. This could be the miracle. Does not pop the Tectonic Shock. BILIDENG swinging for the fences. The fences swing back. Tectonic Shock comes out. Bubble onto Zest as he pushes deeper forward. Gets another set of cooldowns on. Takes down Pineapple mid-clock. Windows out for Vigilante, watching the point at the same time. Proud is clocking on the objective as well. That's 3 for T1, 0 for Team CC. And there's just a sad, lonesome BILIDENG blocking on the point as T1 are going to take the first map.
Well, it might be World Finals, but unfortunately, nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever changes.
T1 will be able to close out the first map there. Reminding that all of these series today are first to 2. So actually, really important to win this control map. Otherwise, you end up in a pretty awkward situation in terms of the bans and map choices as you go through the series. But T1, they get it over the line. Jasmine in the starting lineup. Reasonable performance, but I don't know. Like, when we think of this T1 roster, do you not think the next challenge for T1 is to win a major event? And there's nothing about this early performance that indicates we're on track for that.
Last major, when we saw T1 firing at all cylinders, they were dominating every single opponent. Until they got deeper into the bracket, they were the only team that was 3-0ing every single match. Here, I mean, they've already had an absolute dogfight with the lowest seed from China. I think that's D0NGHAK setting up on the stage. Okay. So, if you took the Jasmine Gambit, bad luck. D0NGHAK is in for Jasmine. Any changes happening for Team CC? I feel like we might have missed some substitutions here.
Yeah, I was very much looking at my phone.
Yeah, I had my eyes on my money, you know? We didn't change it to MKV for the recording format.
It'll be aight.
As long as it's not like that one uncoachable episode, it'll be alright. As long as it won't corrupt.
Have I told that story? It's not really much of a story. It's just one time when we were recording Uncoachable, the recording failed and crashed and the file corrupted. Luckily, there was a backup sent directly to like a private YouTube channel. Otherwise, we would have lost the entirety of the Punk episode.
It's like we record a 3-hour episode. We get to the end. He messages the group chat 30 minutes later. He's like, oh, guys.
File's corrupted.
The file doesn't work.
Your fans, you reckon we could do that again? Everyone remember what they said?
Yeah. Good dress rehearsal, lads.
The Punk episode as well. I know, it actually
was like our best episode ever.
It would have been criminal.
The lorry expose.
Criminal.
Yeah. We got to do one of those D0NGHAK exposés. Or would you believe we saw Team Liquid doing their photos yesterday? And the whole crew was here, you know, getting their headshots, getting ready for the event. D0NGHAK was bizarrely absent because he was asleep and didn't feel like showing up.
Why would he be here at all, Max?
Oh. They're not announcing him? Is he secret?
Until very, very recently. Yeah.
I mean, he's not much of a hidden agent. He's at LAN. You know, you can't keep a staff member secret at LAN. It's a good thing they don't employ me.
You can't fire a volunteer. Thank you. Still too high.
Team names could do with a flip right now, I think, but we're getting there.
I'm going to go move the alert box.
You're going to make it go lower? Just shrink it if you want. Yeah, just shrink it. Oh, no. He's choking. He's choking. He's running out of time. 2019. Come on. Come on. All right. BILIDENG, Hog Gambit, surely not. I refuse to believe it. They're going for a fast little pop, though. They've got a sim TP out at the spawn doors. They TP forward. There's absolutely nothing there waiting for them. So that is a waste of 9 whole seconds. Making the swap now over to the Ramatra once again, putting the block slop in the bag. We will see that T1 have not only subbed D0NGHAK in, but also put him on Ramatra, one of arguably his weakest heroes, Xavier.
Yeah, this is where we expected to see maybe a little bit more Jasmine than we have done throughout the course of stage 3.
Pineapple's dead.
Opening pick for Proud, that's going to be a chance for him to send CC all the way back to spawning. You can see CC, they're just accepting it right now. They're going to pick up, try and go with 5 again. This Midtown first point, it's a very technical point because it's very hard to get through this initial choke. You really have to do a lot to work to take that alley space first. Maybe start dragging people back to point. This is what Kaneki, you really want his role to be in some of these situations, to try and drag T1 back. You see him trying to do some of that now as BILIDENG swings through the choke, but now a chance for a later form and a pushback from Dongers.
Yeah, I mean, D0NGHAK right now, all he has to do is just maintain. He throws down that slow and immediately Pineapple is zoned all the way back into the choke. No angle, no hope. Proud just playing main right now, charging up another rail shot, looking for the opening, and he finds it once again. Pineapple loses the hit scan, duel twice in a row. Now, emboldened, Proud can swing top, take a more aggressive angle. Super Rich dies, BILIDENG too, and it's just a complete collapse here for Team CC. 2 fights in a row, very slow burn, no openings whatsoever.
Yeah, really the onus is on this Team CC team. They can take the faster brawls, they can play a higher tempo with some of these engages. Once they get Kaneki behind, there's a chance to pinch there. But it's so easy for Proud. It's such a big and open point that even when Kaneki's taking that position behind, there's still plenty of space for Proud to play. He's won the duel twice in a row now. We're starting to get up towards the ults for this as well. It's going to be Kitsune rushes first. Big difference is maybe the speed advantage for Skewed as he goes to deal with Kaneki behind. Recall has been forced. He gets killed on the way out as well. BILIDENG's taking a lot of space, but he's low HP. His form has expired. The swing out, but connects from Proud. They're trying to trade him. Super Rich goes in, but Proud takes his head off as well. And T1, they're going to reclaim all this space. Haven't even given close to it.
Felt like for just a moment there, Team CC might have had a real good opportunity. They had T1 boxed in towards their spawn. But Proud, he just swings up top. Vigilante's right there to peel for him. And, you know, the kills once again all go T1's way. Team CC, they just need a pick. They need an opening. And instead, they're going to have to walk up versus Proud's overclock. Versus a very, very emboldened T1. Form timing is already out. Clock comes through now for Proud. And you can see he's just aggressively swinging forward. It's an early clock. Only DPS targets briefly appearing on his screen. He gets a couple of shots off, but no kills converted. So that's a good kite from Team CC. Great start.
Kitsune Rush available now. Vigilante will go first. Farway has one to mirror if he wants, but they're going to try kite actually here. But now Farway with a much later Kitsune Rush. We have to be careful. Zest on this off angle. Beat over top from Skewed. Super Richie has the beat now. He gets the ult. Catches all 5 and Annihilation and the clock. They're throwing everything into this one, CC. But the ult, they are overwhelming. They're going to get 2 kills immediately. Recall from Kaneki, and they will be able to clean up T1 as they try and kite into the enemy spawn. And that should be Team C finally cracking it.
Excellent play there from Team CC. Overwatch, you know, it's all about the layers of the ultimates, and their T1 just a little bit too overzealous in all honesty. They just go early with the clock. They haven't allowed Team CC to walk enough. They go early again with the Kitsune Rush. Let's not talk about ults too much because D0NGHAK, he's back on ball. He wants to get aggressive. He rolls up top. He hits the slam. Super Rich in the air. Now the Tectonic Shock is out and Zest, he's up in the skybox. BILIDENG has found Vigilante again. Proud falls too. And even though T1, they went for this aggressive recontest, Zest has found 2 kills on the back end of things actually. He's found 3. Come on now. It's BILIDENG and Faraway versus the world, but D0NGHAK, he survived in the spawn of Team CC. They're not going to cap this, Xavier.
No, it's another recontest. D0NGHAK's going to be really annoying to deal with here. He can just buy loads of time. He's going to pick up a Mega again. Pineapple's come back on Sombra now, but T1, they're going to have another recontest. No one to speak of yet. D0NGHAK sliding through, looking for his opportunity. Bumps into a flag now. He has moved back onto point. D0NGHAK's made a bit of a mess of this, actually. He's going to take a lot of damage. Aggressive swing out from
Skewed
T1.
Pushing top.
He's trying to force space for Proud. He's forced the Sombra away. Proud has his high ground. Super Rich in his face. Gets boot back as well. Now Proud with a big angle, but they need to touch as well. Another one for Proud. Super Rich instead. D0NGHAK is low on the touch. T1 have to go to the point though. They're trying to force it forward. Clock is so close for Proud. He's on the high ground. He can do it all, but he really needs this clock. They need to get on point as well. BILIDENG is so low. Proud can do it all. Hack comes in from behind. Proud
misses the
shot.
shot.
Deal with it. Disruptor shot out. Annihilation on point. Proud has got the clock. BILIDENG is still so low. Kitsune Rush as well. Deals with Pineapple. The cap goes through. He will get taken down. There was a moment there where it felt like Proud was just going to solo Team CC. So they get the ults in time.
Unbelievable clutches coming out from Zest there. Manages to play life for so long. Cleans up 3 kills in the 2v5. Really buys T1 a second lease on life there for the recontest, but they don't get it done. Listen in for Team CC.
球半他去右边了。
我在探起，抗议。
就
帮他讲。我在帮你，我在帮你。
我这一套。
捂嘴的。
慢点。
对面我这边才4个压力。
我先下去了，别急。我绕。
我走了。
我这个。我能来，头上地震拿我的。我连球。对，
减速减了，减速，接着走。
我躲一下我腿。我还可以来。停。
我右边可以来，上楼。别急。放远。踢我。走。打了，我帮你解住。他过不来，滴。
BILIDENG's got something to say.
没带。
探机死。
Trades are good.
没事，我能动车了。
你慢点。我接人，你一个人，别死就行。啊，下波，他零五个交了没？啊，
灵狐交了吧？交了。
OK，那这个看齐了，
有先 A 这边，那个李主任有先。
对，你们把这边清走，我去看楼上。
楼
开了，有。
Another hack up top.
我能扛压力。
And Minefield makes it a bit awkward for the swing. Sombra's had the TP pass. They've got cart control now though, so they're pretty much getting what they want.
Really well done.
Yeah, BILIDENG has to ult, gets too low. Tectonic Shock, Super just dead. I mean, like Pineapple just flanked to try and EMP, just can't get it, he misses his timing completely. a kingdom for a BILIDENG kill here, but I don't think we're getting anything.
End of listening there. Yeah, often difficult to set up these EMPs. Again, it's like a Kiri Lucio, you know, bench your ball, and this is a hard one. Often this can be better to actually wait for them to come to you, just counter EMP on DONGHAK's engage, on Death's engage. Still has time for it though, but 20 seconds, last chance, Max.
Yeah, Team CC, they really need to tap point as well, and you can see T1, they're set up very far forward. Zest has pound Pineapple, pre-fighted him, the man with the EMP, with the tool to clutch the game. Now Proud rips the clock out in the open, he pushes forward, finds an angle on the back line, misses yet another shot. He's not having a lot of luck with these overclocks. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Zap. Proud pushing forward once again, but it doesn't matter because off-screen, Zest has absolutely cleaned house. Team CC, they don't have a support line anymore. They had 3 ultimates for that final fight, and they've opted to use 0. Pineapple decides to throw 1 into the mix, takes down Vigilante. A pulse from Kaneki. Not another miracle from Team CC, Xavier. Surely not.
Pineapple shut down. Kaneki's been chased away. He has to get the toucher as well, Kaneki, but Scoob will shut him down. Kitsune rush from far away, but massively outnumbered.
No
Super
way.
Rich finds one. Far away still going forward. He's got another TP. Super Rich is here as well for support from CC. They're hanging
Come
on.
off it.
Recontest is on. BILIDENG's coming back on D.Va. The D.Va's going to hit Susie. They saw.
Come on, guys.
All that just to C9.
Treacherous. Treacherous. So close, but so terribly far for Team CC, I'm afraid. That's got to be the second soul-crushing C9 that they've had in this series. Already map 1. I mean, it was well and truly in the balance. They won the final fight when they were 1-0 up on the pool.
Similar situation, a clutch, right? Kaneki's pulling them back into it.
Monstrous clutch.
Far away.
Yeah. Well. We are, you know, regularly reminded here in OWCS that nothing ever happens.
It happens, no?
Yeah, nice.
Oh, look, cheeky scoreboard here. D0NGHAK is 19-2. Any D0NGHAK havers? Any? I can't see Viper's numbers on the scoreboard for some reason.
That's weird. How many points did you pay for Viper?
18 good ones.
We'll see who's laughing when my dip comes online. That's a big investment.
You're about to experience a dip.
They call him French Kevster, you know.
Yeah.
Kevster famously good at qualifying for lands in the OWCS product. Performing at them too.
They call him the successful Kevster.
Yeah. And he's made more lands than Kevin this year, hasn't he?
You and I have as well.
I've made it multiple ways actually. Every land a new formula.
There's always another way.
Yep. Alright. Bit more RAM in the bag for D0NGHAK. He will just go ball on, you know, some of the most mediocre ball points in the entire game and make it work, but now he is going to have to go back to the fundamentals. Team CC, more of the same, but, you know, Kaneki playing the Venture instead. Morning, Alpha.
Now a chance to come through here. First look at Kaneki on the Venture here. Zest will be on the Tracer, so a bit of a role reversal. Again, we're going to see Zest probably play a pretty similar style to Kaneki, where he tries to go through this left-hand side, move over to point, try and pull Team CC back, create a little bit more space. Choice for Pineapple onto the Freya here as well, just flying in front of Proud now, but he seems pretty happy to play this quite slow, try and work some space for left on the left Alpha, Zest on the left-hand side, and keep plenty of space for Proud, but Zest 2 is shut down by Pineapple, and now T1, they're going to have to slow it down in main again.
Yeah, good start here for Team CC. Good side control. Zest really had to fight tooth and nail to get in on the flank, and Pineapple does clean up that kill. Team CC, all they have to do is maintain, bleed the clock as much as they possibly can. The onus is on T1 to push through these treacherous chokes. Zest, he needs to fight out Kaneki. They go for a fast little swing, throw down the shield, but it's all a bit of a bait. They right into the back step, and it's just not going to be much of anything. They've got Zest in the flank.
Position behind and a chance to pincer off the back of this one now. Get Proud and rail and swing at the same time. Zest showing his position early, wants the attention more than any true threat here. Just trying to create a little bit more space in main for T1 to get that swing. Slows will be traded, as will the forms. Kaneki with a strong position up top. He has been hit by a body shot, so he's been forced back, and Proud is using to swing left. Pineapple up inside, tries to swing on Proud, but it's Proud who finds the kill onto Kaneki. Farway's traded one in main though, so 4v4 as they keep trying to take space. Back step from BILIDENG here, and this is going to be more and more space for Proud.
Proud has a good angle to swing, but Pineapple, he's got the bowler shot and he is holding this flank. Proud, he slides in. He's under pressure now. Bowler shot comes out from the high ground. Pineapple, he hasn't converted the kill. Kitsune Rush comes out. I assume that's onto the point, but up top, Proud is fighting tooth and nail with Pineapple. Super Rich, he's gone down 84% to the beat. Disastrous. Team CC, they need to slow it down a little bit, weather the storm and come back in with some ultimates.
They're also low CC. They're trying to hold on in his alleyway right now, but Pineapple has died. Farway has died. Trade from Kaneki, but it's not going to be enough to turn around. Annihilation has been popped by D0NGHAK here. BILIDENG's going to pop it back! He's going to pop it back. He's got Super Rich with him, but there's no way. Oh, that's a disaster one from BILIDENG there. thought it was clutchable, but it really wasn't.
Honestly, I think if BILIDENG could have just played life with that Annihilation, just been bait, then perhaps Super Rich could have pocketed a few players back onto the point. They're going for the tap nonetheless, right? Karnaki's on the point, has the Tectonic Shock. Kitsune Rush comes out from the flank. Tectonic Shock is out as well. He's absolutely juicing damage. Big comes out from Skewed. The better beat is available for Super Rich. Karnaki doesn't receive it. Down he goes. Skewed is traded to 4v4 now. No ults left in the tank, but a Pulse Bomb for T1. Team CC regrouped on the point. Another amp comes out from Super Rich. Pineapple trades Proud. It's another 3v3 situation now. Zest falls. Vigi 2 and Team CC. They didn't need it. BILIDENG, fantastic Annihilation from the young man.
Yeah, man. Lots of stall from Kaneki on point there. Great retake, and BILIDENG does a really good job finding these crucial kills during that exchange. Much later beat from Super Rich there. In many ways, it feels a little bit criminal. They were able to get such a later layering of no support ults in all of that there. Team CC retake with ult disadvantage, but apparently no problem. And now we're just really in a neutral with this final 40 seconds. And all of a sudden, they lose this fight. T1 are getting full held.
Very short on time here. Zest is pushing the flank, has a Pulse Bomb in hand, tries to take top, misses the blink. Oh no, Zest. What an absolute mess. I mean, the studio lights are too bright for him. I'd be afraid of the main stage. Now Zest on the flank, he's chasing after Karnaki, who's burrowed underground and escaped completely. D0NGHAK is pre-fighted. The carry of the team. Proud is traded with Pineapple, but it's a 4v3 and T1. They're going to desperately have to scramble onto the point now. DONGHAK might swap back to the ball once again. Team CC, they still have the advantage. BILIDENG, he might have to bomb just to resuit if he's not careful, but it's T1 that have to touch point, Sav.
Kitsune Rush nearly up for Vigilante if they can get over to point. First touch comes through net as well from Zest. Recall has been forced outbound now. They need to get the next touch though. DONGHAK is back on ball though, so he can take a lot of that. Skewed has died. Kitsune Rush nearly for Vigilante. Bomb out for BILIDENG as well. Onto point. Force bomb out. Farway's hunting him down. Farway's getting all these picks, and T1 are getting full held on a mid-town. Push back now. Kaneki finishes it off, and Team C, they're not done here yet. Map number 3.
Clinical from Team CC, my lord. That defense, such a nice recontest and rock solid when in control. Very nicely done. T1, you can see how they struggle when DONGHAK cannot be the superstar carry, when he's relegated to Ramatra duty. Suddenly, somebody who is an absolute shining star of the roster, somebody who's non-stop killing backliners on Hazard, on Ball, on any tank that can just win a 1v1, he will go for it. But when he's on Ramatra, when he has to slowly approach, he's stuck in the middle, and all he can do is block. Doesn't work for his style, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, it felt pretty uninspired neutrals from T1 that choke. They're kind of just swinging and hoping that Proud can win a duel, kind of like he did on defense. Zest didn't really do much meaningful. Some of this mid-town, right, first point?
I think the Tracer is just no good nowadays. We've seen Tracer, who's been really heavily nerfed. We can see the defending side always opting to play the Venture, but that style that Zest was going for, where he flanks all the way behind and he tries to be a long-distance distraction, you could see Team CC, they were completely unbothered by that. With the Tracer changes, with more spread, with less damage in your pulse pistols, you just wind up being useless at long range without a thumb. Yep, thumbs up, mate. Cheers. But you do just wind up being, you know, nothing more than a distraction. And if people see you as that, they just ignored Zest. He's playing in the middle of nowhere, shooting his guns, doing meaningless damage. We even saw it on Nepal, actually, where Zest, he's flanking behind. He's trying to catch a kill on Pineapple, who's on the Freya. And old Tracer, mid-range, you'd be chipping the Freya out of the sky real easy. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to do anything. His passive healing from the updraft was keeping him healthy.
We've seen both. You look at both teams had a huge struggle attacking first point, and both teams attacked Tracer into Venture. I think.
What were the bans here? Was there a sim ban? I feel like there had to be a sim ban here.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a lot of team solutions.
No way Zest wouldn't be on sim here if he was playing Zest on first map.
Really, to be fair, like we talk about the neutrals being a little bit slow, but this is also a really tough first fight from the attacker's perspective. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm actually, impressed from Team CC. I think Team CC, they come into this event, people have no expectations, right? People expect them to lose both games, maybe go out, maybe a little bit, take a map here or there, you know, but that first map was super close. This second map,
no
they
sim
quite
ban.
Literally full held.
That was Wu Yang Zarya.
Okay.
So Zest wants to play sim on Nepal, but not here on Midtown first.
I don't know, it's a bit weird. It felt
play
like...
Play on.
All right.
Yep.
Felt like they didn't have a great solution. Now they find themselves full held. Obviously, the saving grace here for T1, we talk about these first twos, it'll be the same all day, it'll be the same on Wednesday. That control is so important, because whoever wins the control, no matter what happens, a disaster on Midtown, get full held, you get to pick map 3, and because of the nature, we are still playing all 5 modes, so now at map 3 pick, you still have 3 modes to pick from. So invariably, you can pick a very strong mode and map for yourself.
It's a real overwhelming advantage, to be honest. You've got a player like D0NGHAK, someone who will really thrive when he can play his best, when he can play the ball, the hazard. And now T1, they have the luxury of almost the entire map pool, right? They can just go somewhere. They can target Team CC completely to protect their largest strength.
They can target BILIDENG, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know they've hit the Zarya one already, but I think that's
ban D.Va, go Dorado, call it a day. You know,
ban D0NGHAK, yeah. Because I think for those who don't know as well, as much as at the start of the year, Gaga was still playing mostly for Team CC, and people obviously remember him from Chengdu Hunters and Overwatch League. He made his return when the game made its return to China, but they also picked up BILIDENG partway through the year as kind of just, this guy's really good on the bloody ladder, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's see if he's good. And as the year has gone through, Gaga has moved from a starting position to more and more of just like a player coach, and he's really trying to sort of usher in BILIDENG, and very much in stage 3 it was the stage of BILIDENG. And I think even though there is a big vulnerability of the map pool here if you get taken to these Winston ball friendly maps, I expect we're just going to see BILIDENG regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it is probably, you know, the most likely candidate to see Gaga if there were to be a substitution. But
yeah.
I mean, is this something you've talked about in OWTV interviews with them? Is it something
yeah,
of the sort?
so they talked about it. So it feels like Gaga doesn't really play, well, doesn't really play for Team TC anymore, doesn't really play the game that much.
He's packing it in, he's getting real.
You know,
well,
like he's...
Super Rich tried to do that, and then he saw what the main support that replaced him was doing, and he decided, get out.
Yeah,
I'm back.
That's one of my but I think the Gaga BILIDENG transition has been a bit more successful than the Unknown one.
Yeah.
I
know how to crack, though.
It was, honestly, I don't know what happened to Unknown, because I swear I watched a few of those China playoff games. I was like, this guy looks pretty good, actually.
Not good enough to
and then,
meet the rigorous standard
the next
of Super
thing
Rich.
I know, they're bundling him in pieces into a suitcase.
I think Super Rich is a pretty strong communicator for the team, is my understanding. They need a leadership figure in the server. And, Oh, Jasmine in!
Okay.
So they have the luxury of playing to D0NGHAK's hero pool, to his strengths, and they're actually still opting to play Jasmine.
I mean,
when they have that serve advantage.
You said earlier I wasn't allowed to throw stones at players, but Rush's dugout's there, so lob a stone? Not lob
Anytime I see Rush, he looks the other way. So, you know, you've got perms from me. But you'll have to talk to the powers that be behind the other curtain down there, though, before we get any deeper into this.
I'll send him a WhatsApp group. Can I get a bucket of stones, please?
Yeah. Bucket of stones, a footrest.
And I would like to talk to Mag. All right. Points in the bag.
No way. It's a map 3 situation.
Map 3 situation.
They sub in
the map 3 guy.
Viper.
The closer.
Viper and Jasmine. You can see it in Skewed's eyes that this is not their tournament.
Nah, Viper's going to come. Maybe Viper's the key, and I've correctly nailed my fantasy.
I just think if you go that close to Team CC and you decide to put Viper in after all this time, you said you watched a couple of scrims with Viper getting subbed in. Any wins?
Yeah, I mean,
who were they versus?
The caveat to yes, they won the scrims was it was against SSG, so you know, if you heard the sugar-free interview on OWTV,
that headline just spoke confidence.
Not been going great. But I'm not worried. He's not worried though, so that's the important thing. You know, it's all about confidence.
He's a pragmatist.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, sometimes you lose all the scrims. I mean, I was reliably informed. SSG have got momentum.
Team CC Venture Band, which was, you know, the most successful hero for Zest throughout the map, where he nearly clutched up. T1, Ramatra Band, so feels like we're going to see a Zarya mirror here for all the marbles. BILIDENG, the new Zarya prospect in China, and Jasmine, the guy that gets subbed in exclusively to play Zarya because D0NGHAK doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, a really good hero for Jasmine, though. I think as much as we see him, we might see him more on Ramatra in this tournament than anything else. I think Zarya is one of his go-to heroes. Obviously, if you watch Stage 3 in Korea, you would have seen Jasmine got one solitary map, but it was a Zarya map, and he beat Zeta Division on King's Row. As much as whatever you want to say about Zeta Division, they're pretty good on Zarya on King's Row. So a pretty good win, actually, there for Jasmine on his debut for T1.
Do you think that it's a little bit almost backwards that T1 is the team that's playing the Lucio Kiri and the Lucio Bap versions of this comp, whereas Team CC is the team that's trying to play the Wu Yang, Ana, the double flex all the way through? I understand the Team CC, they've got Far Away. He loves to play a little bit of the Ana. But I do feel like T1, they've been presented with a real opportunity to play double flex in this meta. I think the Korean teams might be leaning more towards the Lucia Kiri than perhaps some of these Western teams. I mean, Twisted Minds, they're obviously leaning into the double flex. We've got Team CC playing the double flex as well. I think I heard a lot of double flex rumors from DK as well. I mean, I feel like it would be criminal to not see a bit of Vega Wu Yang somewhere in the mix.
Yeah, no,
but T1, should be their bread and butter, should it not?
I mean, obviously a lot is made, you know, because D0NGHAK is so often the carry for this team. Now, when he is on Ramattra, they lose their biggest, most powerful piece. But also, inevitably, when they are on these sort of Ramattra compositions, D0NGHAK or Jasmine in the lineup, also Skewed is forced to play Lucio. Yeah. And I think similar thing you make this case with Vigilante, right? Like, we saw Faraway get away with Ana here, and I don't think we will be seeing too much Ana from other teams, except maybe on some of the escorts for maybe Midtown-esque maps. Yeah. But when you have these opportunities to get Vigilante or Skewed onto their carry heroes, if we're not taking it, it feels like a missed opportunity, you know? Yeah. Like, there might be maps where maybe you have to play a New Junk City and you have to play a Brawl. But if I'm T1, I'm not the one picking those maps. I want to have a plan for those maps in case a team takes us fair, but I'm not the one taking us fair for all the marbles against Team CC. So a lot of faith in Jasmine, and interesting with Viper coming in as well. When I saw Viper mostly just played the same heroes and Zest, honestly, when I saw him play. So it's a little, I'm not certain. You know what I mean? What's the I feel
as if Viper's history on T1 has almost always been to sub in to play the same heroes as what Zest does. Occasionally they'd put him in as a bit of a Genji specialist or something, but they would put him in these incredibly awkward situations. They'd throw him in to play Genji on Havana when they're getting full held and it's like the hole in their draft. And I don't want to say that this is the same situation because it's their pick, right? But they're 1-1 in, you know, a really high stakes game. They can't go to lowers this early in the bracket, right? They're dogfighting with Team CC.
Wait, what if they're geniuses?
Go on.
If the loser of this game goes into lower bracket, which is bad, but if T1 were to... but the team that Team CC would get in the bracket would most likely be Weibo. So
I think they're trying to create a superstar match, like they.
But T1 are trying to take like a avoidance path.
I think that they're just crazy.
I think they're just bad at drafting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's been established that
never credit malice for what is stupidity.
Yeah, that's one of the razors. Occam, Hanlon, something like that. I think that one's a Hanlon. Yeah. Just treacherous to see. But we've got Jasmine and Viper in right now.
Yeah.
Ground ban, Venture ban.
Yeah, Venture ban makes a lot of sense. One thing I did see more out of Viper than Zest in the tidbits I got to see was Viper would swap onto Reaper more often in this type of matchups. And it's New Junk City, right? So as we talk about brawl maps in the pool and as we get into various tennis type matchups and things like this, New Junk City is going to become
I'm just checking the chat to see if anyone wants tennis.
Very powerful pick for all the brawl favoured teams. That's why we're expecting to see something like Jasmine a little bit more for T1. But really, I mean, a team the caliber of T1, the expectations that T1 have, we can't be affording any mishaps here.
Yeah.
This is too early against too weak an opponent. Like, I don't want to take away from Team CC here, you know? These teams that we've watched, Team CC have been just as good as T1 today.
Really solid. All right. May. Early on, I like this change from Team CC. Now that they're not versus the Venture, now there's not that close range disruption. And on this point in particular, very narrow chokes, good wall angles. Kaneki, he swings immediately, but he's happy to play a little bit further behind and to pull in Jasmine. He gets the wall, Jasmine, he's caught. He tries to rocket jump over, but he's already taken a huge beating in the neutral. The fact that Kaneki had to burn his block for that though, I don't like that.
A little bit slow now from Jasmine as he's burnt both those bubbles. Has another one on the wall. Another wall comes out as well. Disruptor Chopper 5 gets the kill and gets the dash reset to get out of there as well.
He's low.
Challenge now from Super Rich. He knocks him down. 1-for-1 trade. 4v4 now. A little bit more space for T1 as Jasmine's on point side. But Super Rich finds another trade. 3v3 coming down to the Zarya's now. Jasmine has a HP advantage. Beaming onto Kaneki. Wall comes out. Wall misses and the flip goes through. Jasmine can play slow now here, but the next wall timing could be through. But Kaneki's low. Ice Block has been forced. Half HP. And Jasmine, they can't clear him off the point. Bubble onto Kaneki now. They push for the kill. Wall comes out. Jasmine is so low. No way to survive.
Kaneki Suzu.
Suzu is good, but Viper gets the kill nonetheless. He will get traded though. CC, they will eventually be able to turn this fight off the back of that one there, but lost a good amount of them.
BILIDENG's pounding in the neutral here, Xavier. Look at the damage. He's 85% to a grav. My lord, Team CC looked like they were going to fumble there. They could not close out the fight. Super Rich, he'd done the hard work. He'd taken down Proud and Viper both by his lonesome, but Team CC still a slow fight win. Now they're back in control. Kitsune Rush available for far away, but the Grav and the Blizzard both going to be absolutely critical here. T1, they're very light on counters that can meaningfully stop that combo. So Team CC, if they can line that one up, just a slam dunk. Early wall from Kaneki though, doesn't catch the Zarya.
Kaneki though, opening pick onto Skewed now, and they're suddenly back up. Pineapple's just one with Proud as well, and it's just over before it begins. They're going to have to be sent packing. That means Team CC, they don't have to use this early grab they got. They don't have to use their support ults. Great situation for Team CC, and Jasmine, he's still needs 25% to catch up on Grab, and he's going to die so late.
This push is insane now from Team CC. Jasmine dies that late. He's just going to miss the final fight. Hard push back for Team CC back out into main. You can see T1, they're rushing across the side, but they're not going to get to the objective in a way that actually gets them to flip. Viper, I mean, he's getting run down. He dashes over, but look on the flank right there and then ready to catch Viper out. He's not going to get the tap. In fact, nobody from T1 is going to get the cap, and that's just domination from Team CC.
Absolute disaster from T1 here. I mean, the ult economy will equalise itself up. You know, good things come to those away, and will get themselves up to that grab as well. They have to bubble Proud out, and that's going to be the grab. It hits everyone as well. BILIDENG on the Zarya, carrying here, deletes them. We talked about BILIDENG's startness here, coming through the rank system. You know what his hero was when he was top of the ladder?
Zarya. There it is. I mean, look, this is a real coming-of-age story for a player like BILIDENG. Earlier on in the year, I mean, was he on Weibo initially? I feel like he got passed around the Chinese scene a little bit. He had a little bit of rough, rough start to his career, yeah. And now, I mean, he's coming alive truly on Team CC, getting a chance, to really step into a starting role. Gaga steps away, and here we are. Team CC, they've gotten the first flip off that grab. Skewed drops the beat. He was so low. Counter beat from Super Rich, bit late for Pineapple, but Skewed goes down. The grab is massive from Jasmine. Counter Blizzard from Kaneki. Clock from Proud. T1 should be able to take this fight, but it has cost them so much.
They have to invest so much in the end there. The Blizzard tried to catch them punishing, or trying to punish the people following up on that grab. Doesn't quite work out there. Kaneki will be sticking the Mei though. Again, big part of the Mei value, not really for Blizzards in all these situations, with the ability for the wall punishes on the Zarya. Now BILIDENG will be getting a few bubble trades at the start here, build up a little bit of energy, and then they go. Need to save some of these bubbles though, because Viper can push with Blade in this next fight.
Far away, just back of main for the moment. Throwing out a couple of cards, healing up his team. Clock comes from Pineapple on the flank, but the Suzu doesn't save Kaneki from despair. Swing into main for Pineapple here. He's bubbled, but he's whiffing everything, and Jasmine is just going to run him down. Team CC, that's a 1-for-0 trade where they get nothing for it. Far away, trying to TP out of the fight. Doesn't happen. BILIDENG caught out as well. That's a hard reset.
Full reset now, one more chance for Team CC on this point. It will be Kitsune Rush versus Kitsune Rush, but with Viper with the Blade to throw in over the top here, a very difficult one for Team CC to navigate in a straight-up fight. And the problem is, because they have to rush, they have to touch the point, they are forced to take this Kitsune Rush trade, and their ability to disengage any of these ults pretty limited. They also have to just clear T1 out of this forward space. First, you see Pineapple trying to go right-hand side, but no, slides back towards the team. They come through.
Really rush.
Kitsune Rush out from Vigilante. Are they pushing them here? They are on point. Iceblock has been forced. Dash was waiting.
In trouble.
The Viper can Blade after this to hunt down the kill. Tries to just do it in the neutral when he's got it, actually. No problem at all there. Pidgey with the Kitsune Rush. Farway didn't even invest at the end.
Team CC, just no legs on any of those retakes. Split one for the final. They get a couple of bodies on point, but T1 just collapse on those point-touching players. The Mei, on an open point, really is prone to struggling. And with the New Junk City rework, the problem is after the first objective, I think a lot of these points have really lost some of their tightest chokes. Now the map is quite open. So I think Kaneki's really going to struggle. Some of these ult turns too, versus Genji, Lucio, Kiri, Zarya, all these heroes that can easily escape and cleanse your Blizzard. You need an ult combo. It's really hard to actually get the ult off. BILIDENG stepping forward now, grab available. He's beaming on to Viper. Overclock comes out on the flank from Proud, but BILIDENG is on his case. Kitsune Rush is on the objective, so it is a 1-for-1 trade for the moment. Grab comes out. Kaneki catches Viper as well. The backline is grabbed. Vigi, Jasmine will fall, and Team CC, they're going to clean up with no trade. Skewed is going down late as well.
Will be forced off the map now, full reset. Good first fight for Team CC. The grab turns are always going to be the most powerful one for both teams in this type of mirror matchup there. BILIDENG has been good for both so far. Jasmine will have a chance on his retake, and in general, a lot more ults in favour of T1. They'll have that beat to equalise anything Super Rich does, and the Blade to throw over the top. So choice now for T1 how they want to layer this. They could try and force this beat out of Super Rich with Blade, then grab afterwards, or they could just start with the grab early and then Blade to finish it. They need to be worried about this Blizzard boat. Now, used it defensively last time.
One bubble.
Early, one Bubble is out now. Going for it. Beat comes through. Ice Block is forced now as
He's
well.
in trouble.
Kaneki is stranded here. He needs a bubble out of
Beat's
cover.
good.
He'll do it as well. Grab now after that. Blizzard out, but
Roop's
Jasmine
good.
going for it. But Wall's perfect as well. Blocks everyone. Player advantage. Tank advantage as well for CC.
Oh, Viper.
Hits for one tap on the Pineapple with the immediate trade.
Skewed too.
It's still in the mix right now. Proud is low though.
the
Super
shots.
Rich is running him down though. He's 1 HP. Far away. Finishes the kill with a bit of help from BILIDENG.
Oh,
Now
BILIDENG's
Super
got
Rich,
it, mate.
he's on the chase for TP's been forced. BILIDENG's chased him all the way out. Desperate touch for T1.
Jasmine running up through main. Pineapple coming back with the clock. BILIDENG trying to block the tap, but can't get it done. He's actually quite low. Where are his heals? Suzu comes through, but bubbles are out. Blade comes through. Viper slashes through BILIDENG and far away both. And Team CC from the jaws of victory, they clutch a defeat. What a disaster there as Viper gets a 4K. Proud with the final blow. Oh, CC, my heart.
CC just caught in two minds, right? They wanted to push forward to get those late kills on the backline, because if they get those late kills, they just win the point. But they end up having to use all their cooldowns there, and that just sets up a very nice play for Viper. He gets the stylish finish. T1 keep themselves alive and have Kitsune Rush advantage for this next fight. So really, Kitsune Rush advantage is going to force BILIDENG to have to say, play
Kaneki,
slow.
no.
Oh, this is going to stop the ult trade coming in. They're going to have to fully reset. You can see actually walking forward here as well. There is an overclock from Pineapple. He sees an opportunity to turn right now. He has a decent high ground position. There's an opportunity here if Pineapple wants to go for it. Deflex is out as well.
Yeah, I mean, now Pineapple, he
Bracket.
needs to swing, he needs to do something. Clock comes out, Skewed's on the run, shots are coming through, everyone's so low. Viper's dead first, Jasmine's low in the front, but the bubble is off. Oh, he's off the map to Skewed. Clock in response from Proud as well. Jasmine finds a second and a third, and Team CC, they even invested the Kitsune Rush there. Opening frag, Kitsune Rush advantage, and they still can't close it.
Oh, they're staggering far away a little bit here to make sure nobody can get the touch. And now, Team CC, they're probably not even going to go for this one. Now it's going to be T1 putting themselves one round away from victory in this first series here at the World Finals. In the balance still, but now the ult economy is swinging T1's way.
That's the boop of the day right there from Skewed, really. Gets the overclocking Sojourn off the map exactly when they need it. Team CC,
Lucio.
of course, famously good at Lucio, the old Scucio. Now we've got BILIDENG grab once more. This point, if you hold high ground, the wall chokes are exceptional. Look at the width of these chokes. You just need to pull the enemy team in a little bit. Viper trying to jockey for some space up on high ground. BILIDENG looks to contest it, but just a little bit of energy traded back and forth. BILIDENG, he's going to get Viper in the neutral if Viper isn't careful. There goes the dash, a grab on pure instinct, but it's from downtown, and I don't think they can finish the kill.
Force for beat at least. Counter grab
That's
comes
a
out on the
disaster.
other way, and now they're going to die for this one as well. No beat to respond to that one. Super Rich was a few percent short. Neki, single trade on Skewed. Far away.
Two trades.
Second trade here. Far away. Can he live as well? The supports are blocking each other on the high ground here. CC can maybe go for a quick one. Vichi's low as well. They have to be careful,
Super
but
Rich.
Proud. He's got him. Farway is still in there. Is there a TP
He can't get
for him?
out.
They're looking for him. No. This is going to be an annoyingly slow fight to lose, which means that Team CC might actually burn what could be two fights and become one fight. So they do have ults for it, they have the beat, they have the Blizzard here, but again, we talked about this Blizzard earlier, right? And what Blizzard value have we seen so far on New Junk City? That one where they traded Jasmine was pretty good, but it's been pretty hit and miss. It's unreliable here, but now an opportunity. Wall is good.
Beat push.
He comes through first, though. Jasmine's all the way in. They're just pushing for the kill. Don't need the Blizzard at this point here. I think T1, they just wanted the economic fight there.
Yeah, that's a bizarre
kinda just went
judgment
in,
there
right?
from T1. Like they push into the Maywall choke that's good for Kaneki. They push into a beat advantage for Team CC. They didn't even bleed the clock. It's at 63%. It could be at 99 if they just lost
They
slow.
build less salts as well, because it's a really quick fight.
They've just done nothing really with that fight. I feel like that was very, bizarre macro from T1 in all honesty. They've really not edged out any advantage. They've just given a 1-for-0 trade and a very fast flip of the cap. Proud playing main right now with the clock. This is a good angle for him. He can play wide, play the long sight line, but he needs to find a target. Clock comes out now.
Looking for the swing in main here. Proud deep peek as well. Kitsune rush to go from Vigi as well. Farway will match that one. Slide onto the high ground. Blade over top.
Oh, Super Rich is out.
He's down though. Big trouble. Kaneki.
Oh, the wall
is
from
good.
Kaneki.
Suzu as well. Kaneki is
Viper.
on Viper. He's in the Blizzard. He has to duck away. Super Rich has died with the Blizzard and brought valuable time.
Pineapple's clocking.
Clock now for Pineapple. He needs kills. Low HP Zarya. A point
He's
for
missing
Bubbles.
everything.
A good though. He needs a hit. Kiriko round the corner. Go to the swing. Can't find the shot on them either. They regroup on point. Suzu is out. Jasmine takes some damage. BILIDENG high charge. charge right now. They run over
Good for
Jasmine.
one.
Not
Flip.
done just yet. Skewed been forced away. CC back in control. A point here. And they can maybe get these kills late for Viper. They have to be careful.
not over.
Trades. Viper on the back line right now. Proud on the back line. They're all losing.
Even.
BILIDENG's going to have to do it all himself here. He needs to keep his back line up as well. Kiriko is low. BILIDENG hunting
he's got
him
hops.
down. Full pocket though. He's trying to chase him out, but he can't kill Viper.
BILIDENG, he's on the chase. He's about to have that grab. Skewed is lost in translation up top. He needs to grab right now. BILIDENG, he's been caught out of position. Up top, Super Rich pushes, but Skewed gets the counter beat. Super Rich, he's up top. He boops everyone onto the low ground. The pocket is good from far away. They kill Viper. It's a 4v4. Xavier Karnicki's down. It's a one-man advantage for T1. They've got bodies on the point. BILIDENG's coming back on Doomfist. It's match point right here and now. The grab on top is enormous. And Team CC, they can't get it over the line.
Jasmine comes in, finishes the job. One final touch from BILIDENG, but it is long since desperation. There was a moment there in that 3v3 where BILIDENG was coming up to grab, where it felt like that was a moment where BILIDENG could have the start of his hero arc, win this first game for him, or at least keep him alive onto a 5th point here. And it's a series that T1 win, but I don't think it's a series that has convinced any T1 fans that they're lifting a trophy.
Yeah, I don't think you could be happy with this series as a T1 fan. Honestly, this is a BILIDENG series.
Yeah.
That final fight, I mean, you know, he was just caught between a rock and a hard place in all honesty. Rocket jumps up onto the high ground, he zones out, all of the pressure's on his back line, but then just gets caught in the middle, respawns, catch him out, he stays for just a little bit too long, Skewed surviving. It's probably the game-losing moment, right? When he comes out through main, he looks completely lost, but he gets out.
It's a really good call from T1 as well. In that situation, you can see BILIDENG. It's a 3v3, but BILIDENG knows it's mid-fight. I've got high energy. I'm Zarya. I can carry this fight. I can kill anyone. But what does T1 do? They slow it down. Viper is going one way. Skew's going another way. There's Vigilante pocketing Viper
Divide
as
and
well.
conquer.
And BILIDENG just can't quite chase any of these kills. T1 slow it down. And then how did T1 ultimately win that fight? It's the grab comes through, but Skewed gets the beat off. It's the ults from playing slow. It's the playing over top. Really well handled by T1 there.
Thank you so much, Jake. What's up, everybody? I'm here joined by Proud from T1 for a quick post-match interview. Proud, I mean, I feel like that was a lot closer than a lot of people expected. How do you feel? Did you feel like this was going to be an easy win coming into the match, or did you feel like it was going to be a hard win for T1? 자, 일단 오늘 경기 제가 봤을 때는 굉장히 아슬아슬하게 승리를 하신 것 같은데, 프라우드 선수 보시기에 어떻게 경기 초반에 아니면 이제 경기를 들어오기 전에는 좀 쉽게 이길 거라고 생각을 하셨는지, 아니면 원래 이렇게 좀 어렵게 이길 거라고 생각을 하셨나요?
원래는 좀 그래도 쉬운 편으로 이길 줄 알았는데 CC도 준비를 잘해온 것도 있었고 저희도 실수도 좀 있었어가지고 이렇게 비등비등하게 해서 이긴 것 같아요.
Going in, I do have to be honest. I feel like it was going to be an easy win, but I feel like Team CC was very well prepared. And also, I have to say that we made a lot of mistakes in the game, and that's why it sort of like was a harder win for us, T1, to get the win today against Team CC. All right. I feel like there's another reason why it was such a hard win, because I heard from your team that, Proud, you forgot your mouse today. I heard that, and then your team, your GM and your team managers had to run to the hotel and get the mouse. Did you actually get the mouse, or did you have to play with a different mouse? 자, 제가 들었을 때는 오늘 또 경기가 어려웠던 게, 제가 들어보니까 오늘 마우스를 또 프라우드 선수가 안 가지고 오셨다고 해가지고 그 마우스를 어떻게 가지고 오게 되셨나요? 아니면은 못 받으셨나요?
일단 처음에 마우스가 없어가지고 손을 가져오긴 했는데 결국엔 손을 좀 못 풀긴 했는데 그래도 없었으면 멘탈 나갈 뻔했는데 있어가지고 다행히 그래도 잡고 했다.
I did barely manage to get it thanks to our team managers. But yeah, like during our warm-ups, I didn't have a mouse, so I was a bit worried. But then in game, I still had the mouse, so I know if I didn't have it, I think I would have been very mentally boomed. Proud, please from now on keep track of your mouse. 마우스 항상 꼭 가지고 다니시길 바라면서 I'm gonna end the interview here for now. Thank you so much and good luck moving forward. Back to you guys.
Inspirational stuff there from Proud, who has opted to forget his peripherals on, you know, one of the larger days of his life here.